Hi, PerspectiveWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here at midday on Tuesday, December 8th, a cloudy morning in the Mid-Atlantic region, giving way, however, to some sunshine. Looks like a mostly sunny but breezy and cold afternoon in the D.C. to Philadelphia to New York City corridor. It remains dry and cold in the overnight hours, but then on Wednesday, there's a pretty good chance of some snow shower activity Wednesday morning, especially in areas near and north of the Pennsylvania-Maryland border. Could even include a heavier burst of snow, maybe some small snow accumulations. Again, primarily in those areas near and north of the Pennsylvania-Maryland border. Three features we're looking at in this video discussion. One is a vorticity maximum that will drop southeast out of Canada into the northeast U.S. Also, a powerful jet streak at the 250 millibar level. And finally, we'll take a look at the surface weather pattern that will feature a strong surface cold frontal system that drops northwest to southeast across the Great Lakes in the overnight hours, reaches the eastern seaboard during the midday and afternoon hours, and again, the threat for some small snow accumulations tomorrow morning. Let's first focus in at the 500 millibar level, the vorticity maximum, which is shown in this particular 12Z NAM model run in orange here. This kind of swirl in the pattern here as we enter the afternoon hours. This is the noon forecast map from the morning 12Z run of the NAM, and this just drops to the south and east over the next 12 to 24 hours or so, crosses over the eastern Great Lakes, and by the time we get to 7 a.m. on Wednesday, right at this particular time period, we have a pretty decent upper level vorticity max, an upper level wave of energy that slices on through the northeastern part of the nation, and here by tomorrow afternoon, and then finally by tomorrow evening, it pushes off the northeast coastline, kind of followed up by some more upper level energy over the eastern Great Lakes early tomorrow night. Now let's take a look at another set of maps from the 12Z NAM model run. This features the 250 millibar winds. 250 millibars is way up at the top of the atmosphere, about 34,000 feet high, and we have a powerful jet streak that shows up in purple on this particular map at noon today on Tuesday, and this just drops along with that vorticity maximum to the south and east by the overnight hours into the early part of Wednesday. And here we are going into early Wednesday. Right here is the 7 a.m. forecast map from the very latest 12Z NAM model run. Now with jet streaks aloft, you typically have upward motion in what we call kind of the left exit region of that advancing jet streak. In this particular case, it'll be in this region right here, and you'll see that kind of cuts right across the Mid-Atlantic region. So again, this will lead to some upward motion, again, primarily in areas northern Maryland, southern Pennsylvania, and north and east, resulting in some strong upward motion that again could lead to some small snow accumulations. Philadelphia, New York City, primarily in the morning hours before noon, but even going into the midday, maybe early afternoon hours, it'll still be unstable enough. This continues to slide slowly to the east, and by the time we get to tomorrow evening, strong jet streak aloft, sitting right on top of much of the Mid-Atlantic region, again contributing to some upward motion, which in turn will lead to that threat of snow shower activity, maybe even a heavier burst of snow or snow squall or two tomorrow morning. Well, now let's walk through the surface forecast maps in terms of the precipitation possibilities from the 12Z NAM model. Snow is shown in blue here. We're looking upstream, dry for the remainder of today into tonight, but then looking into eastern Canada, all this activity right here drops to the south and east, and you notice associated with that vorticity max and the jet streak, it drops to the south and east with a pretty solid area of snow on the latest run of the NAM model across western and central New York. And you'll see here it drops all the way with some bands of snow all the way into east central Pennsylvania by maybe late morning, midday hours on Wednesday. And that kind of sweeps on through southeastern PA, central New Jersey, again leading to the possibility of some small snow accumulations associated with a heavier burst of snow during the midday, morning and midday hours, especially near and north of the Pennsylvania-Maryland border. Let's say the Philadelphia suburbs, New York City suburbs, central and northern New Jersey could get in on some of this action. Maybe a snow shower or two all the way down into northern part of Maryland. That finally sweeps on through here. By later tomorrow, we should get a return of sunshine in the D.C., Philadelphia, New York City corridor. Remains quite breezy and chilly tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. But again, watch out for the threat of some snow shower activity tomorrow morning, maybe even a heavier burst of snow in those areas near the Pennsylvania-Maryland border and to the north and east of there. Well, one final map is the total snow forecast by the 12Z NAM model run. And we'll see again some small snow accumulations possible north of the Pennsylvania-Maryland border in places like Philadelphia, the northern western suburbs of Philadelphia, central and northern New Jersey, certainly the New York City area, maybe the northern and western suburbs. Maybe a snow shower or two makes it all the way down into the northern part of Maryland, less of a chance down in D.C., but this is something we'll watch for during the morning and midday hours on Wednesday, even some heavier snowfall amounts just downstream of Lake Ontario. So an interesting weather pattern setting up for Wednesday morning into Wednesday midday, places like Philadelphia, New York, and all areas north of the Pennsylvania-Maryland border. That's it for now. For PerspectiveWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.